welcome to Kaplan Field here at Mount St. Mary College. Today's matchup features your Mount St. Mary College Knights and the Farmingdale State Rams. Mount St. Mary comes into this game with an overall record of 3-1-1, and Farmingdale comes into this game with a record of 4-2-2. Mount St. Mary is coached by Kevin Longacre in his 13th season, assisted by Joe Dolan. And Farmingdale is head coached by Chuck Schimpf in his 22nd season, assisted by John Steckenschneider, Vincent Donetti, and Justin Silva. And we're off. Mount St. Mary starts with possession of the ball. And a long kick out of bounds. Farmingdale now takes over. Farmingdale slowly moving the ball up the field. Farmingdale still with the ball in their own back half. Pass is intercepted. Marco Mazzarelli. And here comes Mount St. Mary. Robert Tanzi. And a goal! Mount St. Mary with an early goal. Robert Tanzi. Mount St. Mary takes an early 1-0 lead here at Kaplan Field. What a goal by Rob Tanzi. That's Tanzi's third goal of the season. Farmingdale now looks to answer after that early Mount St. Mary goal. Mount St. Mary with the ball in their own back half. Sam Bevavino. Ball goes out of bounds, and Mount St. Mary will throw in. Liam Hughes to throw in. Quinn Tynan. Pass to Marco Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli, big pass down the field. And they're going to call an offsides on Mount St. Mary, and Farmingdale takes over. Nice slide tackle attempt from J.C. Gutierrez. Farmingdale once again looking to slowly move the ball up the field. And they will clear it with their goalkeeper. Ryan Alvarado with the assist on that last goal. Farmingdale still with the ball in their own back half. And they once again clear it. And a handball is called on Farmingdale. Mount St. Mary will take over. It'll be Gutierrez with a free kick. A long kick for Gutierrez is retrieved by Mount St. Mary. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay Mount St. Mary. Tynan will throw in. Off the head of Tansey. Farmingdale now takes over. And a nice play by Tynan. Farmingdale now with possession. This is Daniel Rivas. Rivas, nice pass down the field, but it's kicked out of bounds by Sam Bevavino. Nice defensive play for Mount St. Mary. Farmingdale will throw in, and that pass is intercepted by Mount St. Mary. Farmingdale maintains possession. Nice job by Mount St. Mary to clear it. That was Bevavino once again. Farmingdale now throws it back into their own back half. And Gutierrez intercepts the pass, but Farmingdale intercepts it right back. Farmingdale now with a corner kick. It'll be Jose Mejia with the corner kick. And they just elect to short kick it out, and there's the cross. And that ball is headed out of bounds by Farmingdale. Mount St. Mary will now take over. Sam Bevavino pass. Back to Bevavino. Back to his goalkeeper, Cesar Martinez. This is a good offensive possession for Mount St. Mary, slowly moving the ball down the field. Ball was intercepted by Farmingdale, but Mount St. Mary gets the ball out of bounds. Farmingdale now looking to take over. Mejia with the pass to Sam Anjo. This is Olvin Yanes with the ball. Foul is called on Mount St. Mary and Farmingdale with a free kick. Farmingdale still with the ball in their own back half. This is Anjo. Up to Mejia. Farmingdale decides to clear it back to their goalkeeper, Anthony Martinez. A nice move by Anthony Boleto. Ball goes out of bounds, and Mount St. Mary now takes over. Tansey with a nice pass, and it's knocked out of bounds. Mount St. Mary retains possession. A nice throw in by Mount St. Mary. Ball's intercepted by Farmingdale. This is once again Sam Anjo. Farmingdale just looking to get the ball out of their own back half. Back to the goalkeeper, Martinez. And a long pass down the field. And Cesar Martinez retrieves it from Mount St. Mary. Martinez with a long punt. And a header by Tansey. And a nice defensive play by Farmingdale's goalkeeper, Anthony Martinez. This is Daniel Rivas, back to Anjo. Anjo with another long pass down the field, and it's intercepted by Mount St. Mary. Nice defensive play by Liam Hughes. Bevavino now. Passes it to Hughes. Gutierrez with a nice pass to Tynan. And it's intercepted by Sam Anjo. Ball kicked high in the air by Omar Hernandez. And a nice header by Hernandez. Farmingdale now with a great opportunity. A nice move by Farmingdale, but that ball sails out of bounds, and Mount St. Mary will take over. Cesar Martinez, long kick, headed out of bounds by Brandon Romero of Farmingdale. Mount St. Mary will take over. Farmingdale gets it right back. Anjo once again at midfield. A nice pass to Rivas. Back to Anjo. Anjo across the field. Hernandez. Rivas now with the ball. Back to Anjo. And Anjo just gives it back to his goalkeeper, Martinez. Rivas, nice pass. And Rivas is knocked down. And a nice interception. Brian Keyser with the interception, but Farmingdale is able to get it right back. Nice pass down the field. Johnny Guillen. A nice slide tackle by Sam Bevavino. Farmingdale will throw in. And that pass was intercepted by Liam Hughes once again. Nice job by Farmingdale to get the ball right back. And that pass is intercepted. Marco Mazzarelli. Long kick down the field, and it'll sail out of bounds. Farmingdale will take over from their own goal. Long pass down the field is retrieved by Farmingdale. And a high kick. Shot on goal sails out of bounds. I believe Cesar Martinez touched it. So Farmingdale will get a corner kick. It'll be Jose Mejia. Crossing kick. A nice pass from Farmingdale. Rivas back. Farmingdale now in great position for a cross. And they elect to do so. Nice defensive play by Bevavino. And offsides is called on Farmingdale. Mount St. Mary will now take over. Tynan with the pass to Gutierrez. Hughes now. Farmingdale bringing defensive pressure. And a long punt out from Martinez. A nice header by Rob Tanzi. Farmingdale still with the ball. And it'll just roll out of bounds. Mount St. Mary will take over. Cesar Martinez with a short pass out of his own goal to Bevavino. Liam Hughes now. Long pass down the field. And a handball is called on Gutierrez. Farmingdale will get a free kick. And it's Rivas with a quick pass. And Cesar Martinez will retrieve it. Martinez looking to clear it. Gets it out to Tynan. And a nice interception by Farmingdale. A great opportunity here for Farmingdale. And that's a goal for Farmingdale. That goal scored by Anthony Boletto. A great interception by Farmingdale, and it leads to a goal. Score is now tied 1-1 with 30 minutes left in this first half. Now St. Mary will take over on offense. This is Hughes. Hughes to Tynan at midfield. Marco Mazzarelli. And it's intercepted by Farmingdale. Great offensive possession here for Farmingdale. Pass down the field to Gene Mejia. And a great save by Cesar Martinez. Mount St. Mary will now take over. Long, high punt from Martinez. And Farmingdale is able to retrieve it. Another high kick from Farmingdale. Farmingdale, long pass down the field. Chasing after it is Jean Mejia. But it'll go out of bounds, and Mount St. Mary now takes over. Long pass down the field by Bebavino. Tynan with a pass to Ojale Tomas. And they clear it back to Cesar Martinez, and he punts it far, all the way past midfield. Bevavino looking to intercept it. And a foul is called on Farmingdale. Mount St. Mary will take over. It'll be Gutierrez with the free kick. Back to Tomas. Tomas up the field to Gutierrez at midfield. Long pass down the field. This is Liam Hughes. Hughes' pass is intercepted, but Tynan gets it right back. Jose Mejia, nice pass. Long pass down the field by Mejia. And what a play by Cesar Martinez to save a goal. Marco Mazzarelli now. Gives it to Tomas, and Tomas with a long pass down the field. Rob Tansey retrieves it. Mount St. Mary now with a good offensive possession. Ball is knocked out of bounds and will remain with Mount St. Mary. A nice throw-in is headed out by Farmingdale. Pass down the field is intercepted. Gutierrez. Ball going back and forth between both teams. And it's knocked out of bounds. Mount St. Mary will throw in. Long throw-in is knocked away by Farmingdale. Daniel Rivas passes it to Jean Mejia, and Mejia back to Rivas. And that pass is intercepted by Marco Mazzarelli. Long pass, but nice defensive play by Daniel Rivas. Mazzarelli gets it right back. Tynan with a long pass down the field. And a goal for Mount St. Mary. What a play by Mount St. Mary, assisted by Ryan Keyser. What a play for Mount St. Mary. The cross from Ryan Keyser leads to a goal. Score is now 2-1 Mount St. Mary. Farmingdale now looks to take over after that Mount St. Mary goal. We have a Mount St. Mary player down. Farmingdale now takes over at midfield. That last goal was scored by Ryan Alvarado, assisted by Ryan Keyser. A nice move by Brandon Romero. Ball down the field for Farmingdale, and they're going to call an offsides. Mount St. Mary will now take over. It'll be a free kick for Ojale Tomas. And Tomas with a short pass to Bevavino. Bevavino to Liam Hughes. And they clear it back to Cesar Martinez. Nice pass by Liam Hughes. And a nice slide tackle by J.C. Gutierrez. Maintains possession. Pass down the field. Alvarado had a chance. Ryan Alvarado still with the ball. Mazzarelli now. And that ball sails out of bounds. It'll be a Farmingdale throw-in. Farmingdale now looking to capitalize. Rivas with a nice pass. Anjo with the pass. Omar Hernandez now. Farmingdale looking to slowly move the ball up the field. Farmingdale awarded with a free kick. And a nice pass down the field. Farmingdale here with a good offensive possession. Nice pass by Mejia. Pass across the field to Daniel Rivas. And a long cross for Rivas. And what a cross by Daniel Rivas. What a play by Farmingdale. And they tie it up here in this first half. 2-2. Goal scored by Matthew Roche. Liam Hughes now looks to take over for Mount St. Mary. Pass to Tomas, back to his goalkeeper, Martinez, and a long kick from Martinez. Mount St. Mary looking to take over. That last goal from Farmingdale scored by Anthony Bolito once again. That's his second goal of the game. Jose Mejia with a nice move to get it back to Sam Anjo. Nice defensive play by Rob Tanzi. Marco Mazzarelli passes it back into his own back half. Liam Hughes now. Pass down the field. Pass down the field by Mazzarelli. And a crosser. Almost headed by J.C. Gutierrez. Unable to connect, and Farmingdale takes over. Mejia back to Anjo. Farmingdale once again with a slow offensive approach. And as I say, that long pass down the field, intercepted by Mount St. Mary. This is Tynan. Tynan with a long pass and a nice defensive play by Anthony Martinez for Farmingdale. Daniel Rivas now. Long pass down the field to Bolito, who already has 2 goals today. Pass for Farmingdale goes out of bounds. Mount St. Mary will now throw in. Quinn Tynan. Pass back to Sam Bevavino. Tomas now. With a long pass down the field. And Daniel Rivas. Rivas recovers it for Farmingdale. And Farmingdale now takes over. And we have a substitution here for Farmingdale. Entering the game for them is Sebastian Monroy. Farmingdale looking to get another goal here in this first half. Still with this slow offensive approach. A nice play by Bolito. And a nice play by Olvin Yanez. Mejia to Monroy. Farmingdale back with the ball in their own back half. Monroy now looks to advance. Mejia now with the ball at midfield. Back to Sam Anjo. Anjo looking for someone to pass it to. Finds Monroy. Bolito now passes back to Omar Hernandez. Long pass down the field to Daniel Rivas. And a nice pass by Rivas. Farmingdale trying to set up a cross. And a nice defensive play by Ojale Tomas. And a great save by Cesar Martinez. Martinez with a long punt. And it's headed by Farmingdale. Tomas now. Pass down the field to Tynan, and it's intercepted. Daniel Rivas now. Passes it to Jean Mejia. Sebastian Monroy passes it. Mejia. And Tanzi's able to retrieve it from Mount St. Mary. Pass down the field is intercepted by Sam Anjo. And that Farmingdale pass sails out of bounds. Mount St. Mary will throw in. Liam Hughes. Pass to Marco Mazzarelli. Pass by Ryan Keyser, intercepted, but Quinn Tynan able to retrieve it back. Nice move by Tynan. And Ojale Tomas pass clears it back to his goalkeeper. Liam Hughes now passes it to Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli, high kick in the air. Nice play by Rivas. But a nice defensive play by Tanzi. Tynan now with the ball at midfield. Long pass down the field. And they're going to call an offsides on Mount St. Mary. Farmingdale now takes over. Sebastian Monroy with the pass to Hernandez. Monroy passes it to Anjo. And Anjo with a long pass down the field is intercepted by Marco Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli long pass down the field. Chasing after it is Gutierrez. And it's going to sail out of bounds. Farmingdale will take over. Farmingdale with the ball at midfield, and a nice move by Mejia. Pass down the field to Jean Mejia. Jean Mejia looking for a cross. And a nice defensive play by Liam Hughes. Rob Tansey ends up with the ball. Keyser with the pass to Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli, long pass across the field to Tomas. And Mount St. Mary will clear it to their goalkeeper. Quinn Tynan now. Long pass down the field. Down to Liam Hughes. Hughes tries to cross it. And a nice defensive play by Sam Anjo. Mount St. Mary will have a corner kick here. It'll be J.C. Gutierrez to kick. The kick by Gutierrez is headed by Mazzarelli, but it sails over the net. Farmingdale will take over. And we have some substitutions here for Mount St. Mary. Entering the game for Mount St. Mary is Jeremy Burgos, Dale Allison, and Sean Watson. Farmingdale now looks to take over. Sam Anjo once again, pass across the field to Omar Hernandez. Farmingdale with the ball at midfield. And a foul is called on Mount St. Mary. Farmingdale will get a free kick. Liam Hughes passes it. Long pass down the field from Tynan to Allison. And Allison loses it to Farmingdale. Jose Mejia passes it out to Sam Anjo. Nice defense by Mount St. Mary. And they're going to call a foul on Mount St. Mary. A foul on Tynan. And Farmingdale now looks to take over. This is Olven Yanez with the ball. Passes it back to Rivas. Rivas back to Jose Mejia. Farmingdale now with an opportunity to cross. A nice defense by Mount St. Mary. And a nice play by Jose Mejia. Mejia. And a great save by Cesar Martinez. Cesar Martinez now will kick it out of his own goal. And it's a long, high punt. Headed by Jeremy Burgos. Sean Watson now passes it back to Tynan. Bevavino passes across to Hughes. Keyser passes it back to Tynan, who's able to retrieve it. Tynan passes it down to Allison. A shot on goal by Keyser, and it sails over the net, and Farmingdale will take over. And Farmingdale will make a couple substitutions here. Entering the game for Farmingdale is number 6, Christopher Cerna, and number 21, Jordan Ponzar. Farmingdale now looking to take over. It's Boletto. Pass down the field. And it's called out of bounds. And Mount St. Mary will throw it in. A nice throw in by Liam Hughes. Keys are able to retrieve it. Tynan with the pass down the field to Burgos. Jeremy Burgos looking to cross it. Takes it inside. And the cross is blocked by Omar Hernandez. And Mount St. Mary will get a free kick. Will get a corner kick. It'll be Ryan Keyser with the corner kick. Long kick from Keyser is retrieved by Farmingdale. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Farmingdale. And Mount St. Mary will once again get another corner kick. It'll be Keyser once again. Keyser with a long kick. Sean Watson, shot on goal. Sails just over the net. Great shot on goal by Sean Watson. And Farmingdale will take over. Farmingdale now looks to take over. But a nice defensive play by Marco Mazzarelli. Gets it back to Cesar Martinez. Long pass down the field to Sean Watson. Tynan now. Tynan gets it right back. And a nice defensive play by Farmingdale. Farmingdale now looking to put together a good offensive possession. Long pass down the field to Jordan Ponzar. Sails out of bounds, and Mount St. Mary will take over. Five minutes remain here in this first half. Score as sits at 2-2. That ball sails out of bounds, and Farmingdale will throw it in. It'll be Daniel Rivas. Nice defensive play by Mazzarelli. Pass down the field, being chased after, and Rivas is able to clear it to his goalkeeper, Martinez, who punts it down the field. A nice header by Mejia. Monroy able to recover it for Farmingdale. Cerna with the pass. Foul is called on Farmingdale. And Mount St. Mary will get a free kick. It'll be Tomas with the free kick. Tomas with a long pass down the field. Knocked away by Farmingdale. And Mount St. Mary will throw it in. It'll be Sean Watson. Burgos looks to retrieve the Throw in. Farmingdale able to retrieve it. Down the field comes Farmingdale. This is Sebastian Monroy. Mejia, pass back to Rivas. Daniel Rivas. Passes back to Cerna. Long pass down the field from Farmingdale is intercepted by Tomas. Tynan able to retrieve it. And Farmingdale intercepts it right back. Nice pass by Mejia is blocked by Mazzarelli. Slide tackle by Burgos. And Burgos is going to get a yellow card. Farmingdale will get a free kick. Pass down the field to Rivas. Rivas crosses it. And a great defensive play by Cesar Martinez. Mount St. Mary now looks to take over. Pass down the field by Tynan. And Burgos. And a yellow card is given to Farmingdale. Mount St. Mary will get a free kick. It'll be Tomas with the free kick. A great play by Mejia. And Hughes clears it back to Cesar Martinez, who punts it down the field. Back to Martinez once again. Anjo intercepts the pass. Pass down the field for Farmingdale. And a great defensive play by Sam Bevavino. Sean Watson now. Pass down the field. Farmingdale intercepts and now looks to take over. And a great defensive play by Marco Mazzarelli. Burgos' pass is intercepted. Mount St. Mary gets it right back. 1 minute remains here in this first half. Mazzarelli passes it to Hughes. Hughes up the field to Sean Watson. Watson with a long pass down the field. And is cleared by Anthony Martinez. Sam Anjo, pass down the field. And is cleared by Cesar Martinez. Sean Watson looking to get it. Farmingdale able to get it. And Mazzarelli and that'll be it for this first half. Score currently sits at Mount St. Mary 2, Farmingdale 2. Welcome back here for the second half. And we're off. Farmingdale with first offensive possession here in this second half. Sebastian Monroy with the ball for Farmingdale. Passes it back to Chris Cerna. Farmingdale moving the ball very slowly. Pass down the field is intercepted by Tynan. And Farmingdale with a quick throw in. Sebastian Monroy passes it back to Omar Hernandez. Hernandez to Chris Cerna. Cerna with the ball at midfield. Long pass down the field. Retrieved by Jose Mejia. And a nice defensive play by Ojale Tomas. Mejia still with the ball for Farmingdale. Farmingdale with an opportunity for a cross. They're going to get it off. And it's knocked away by Quinn Tynan. Nice defensive play. Puglisi. Pass across the field. Farmingdale now with another great offensive opportunity. Cross is in. And the pass is retrieved by Jean Mejia. Sam Anjo with the ball. Pass down the field is intercepted by Ojale Tomas. And that ball sails out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Farmingdale. It'll be Jose Mejia to kick. And a short pass out by Mejia. And another corner kick will be awarded. Mejia with a long crossing kick. Knocked up into the air by Mount St. Mary. Nice defensive play by Vincent Puglisi. And a goal! What a goal for Farmingdale. Jean Mejia with the goal for Farmingdale. He was barely able to sneak that one in. And a great shot. Farmingdale now takes the lead 3-2 here at the start of this second half. Farmingdale now with the ball. Cerna passes it to Anjo. Long pass down the field for Farmingdale is intercepted by Sam Bevavino. And Vincent Puglisi clears it back to Cesar Martinez. And Martinez with a long kick down the field. Retrieved by Farmingdale. Jose Mejia passes it to Jordan Ponzar. foul is called on Mount St. Mary. And Farmingdale will have a free kick opportunity. It's a high arcing kick and a great defensive play by Marco Mazzarelli. Header by Ojale Tomas. And Mount St. Mary now looks to take over. Farmingdale gets the ball right back. Brandon Romero passes it off to Sebastian Monroy. Monroy with the pass downfield. Jose Mejia now. Back to Anjo. Anjo to Romero. And Romero's pass sails out of bounds. It'll be a Mount St. Mary throw-in. Marco Mazzarelli now with the ball for Mount St. Mary. Tomas pass across the field to Bevavino. Ball is knocked out of bounds by Farmingdale. It'll be a Mount St. Mary throw-in once again. Header by Rob Tanzi. And Farmingdale able to get possession. And a nice move by Jean Mejia. And a great defensive play by Vincent Puglisi. And that ball is knocked out of bounds. And a substitution will be made for Mount St. Mary. Entering into the game is number 3, Dale Allison. Throw in by Mount St. Mary is retrieved by Farmingdale. A nice pass by Christopher Cerna. Pass back to Cerna. Farmingdale looks to advance it. Long pass is knocked away by Ojale Tomas. And Farmingdale gets it right back. Omar Hernandez clears it back to his goalkeeper. And Martinez with a long kick. Quinn Tynan now with the ball for Mount St. Mary. And a foul is called on Farmingdale. Mount St. Mary will get a free kick. It'll be Ojale Tomas with the free kick for Mount St. Mary. Long kick down the field by Tomas. Great header attempt by Quinn Tynan, but a nice save by Anthony Martinez for Farmingdale. And Mount St. Mary will now have an attempt at a corner kick. It'll be Ryan Keyser with the corner kick. Keyser with a long pass, blocked by Farmingdale. And Liam Hughes able to recover it. Another crossing kick. Header attempt by Rob Tanzi, unsuccessful. Shot on goal by Puglisi is saved by Anthony Martinez. Farmingdale now looks to capitalize. Farmingdale still with the ball in their own back half. And they clear it back to Anthony Martinez. Sebastian Monroy passes it to Chris Cerna. Farmingdale still with the ball in their own back half. Nice move by Brandon Romero. And a long pass down the field is retrieved by Farmingdale. And what a goal by Anthony Belletto. Anthony Belletto with an outstanding goal for Farmingdale. That's his third goal of the day. And Farmingdale now takes the 4-2 lead with 35 minutes to remain here in the second half. Mount St. Mary now looks to take over. That ball sails out of bounds. Long pass down the field from Farmingdale. Ends up with Belletto and a nice pass down the field. Chasing after it is Jean Mejia. And a nice move by Mejia. Crosses it across the field. Farmingdale still with possession. And a yellow card is given. Mount St. Mary with the free kick. Tynan with a great pass down the field to Marco Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli still with the ball. Passes it back to Tynan. Foul is called on Farmingdale. And Mount St. Mary gets another free kick. Ojale Tomas now advances the ball. And a long pass down the field to Vincent Puglisi. And that ball sails out of bounds. And a nice defensive play by Farmingdale. Long pass down the field by the goalkeeper, Martinez. And here comes Jean Mejia. And another goal. Another goal for Farmingdale. It's number 10, Anthony Belletto, once again assisted by Mejia. Boleto with his 4th goal of the game. And Farmingdale takes a 5-2 lead. Farmingdale now. It's Mejia. Passed by Monroy. Retrieved by Brandon Romero. Boleto with the pass to Mejia. And a nice save by Cesar Martinez. Mount St. Mary now looking to get some offense going. And a foul is called. It'll be a Mount St. Mary free kick. Long pass down the field for Mount St. Mary is retrieved by Farmingdale. Mazzarelli was knocked down. And Mount St. Mary will get a free kick. And a great save by Anthony Martinez. Marco Mazzarelli able to get the ball back. Cross attempt is unsuccessful for Liam Hughes. There's a player down for Mount St. Mary. And play is resumed. Quinn Tynan unfortunately had to leave the game with an injury. G. Mejia with a cross attempt for Farmingdale is unsuccessful. And Mount St. Mary will now take over. Ojale Tomas now with the ball. Passes to Puglisi. Puglisi's pass down the field is intercepted by Farmingdale. And a foul is called on Mount St. Mary. It'll be a Farmingdale free kick. Pass across the field to Cerna. Pass back to Cerna. Farmingdale still with possession. And that ball sails out of bounds. Mount St. Mary will now take over with a throw-in. It'll be Liam Hughes. Tomas with a long pass down the field. It's retrieved by Alvarado and kicked out of bounds. And a substitution's made for Mount St. Mary. Entering the game is Elijah Dupree. Tomas clears it back to Cesar Martinez. And Martinez with a long punt is retrieved by Farmingdale. Farmingdale clears it to their goalkeeper, Anthony Martinez. Pass down the field. Chasing after it is Ojale Tomas, and he's able to clear it. Ball sails over the back of the net. Mount St. Mary will take over. Liam Hughes with the pass to Sean Watson. Ball knocked away, and Mejia with a chance on goal, and a nice defensive play by Cesar Martinez. Ojale Tomas passes it to Vincent Puglisi. Ball back to Puglisi. A nice pass to Alvarado. Up to Marco Mazzarelli. Pass down the field is retrieved by Farmingdale and cleared to their goalkeeper. Farmingdale now with another opportunity. Short pass and a long pass now down the field to Mejia, and an offsides is going to be called. Mount St. Mary will have a free kick. It'll be Ojale Tomas with the free kick. Long kick down the field. Farmingdale able to retrieve it. It's Jose Mejia. Mejia with the pass and a nice defensive play by Vincent Puglisi. Sam Bevavino And Hughes' pass is intercepted by Sebastian Monroy. Mazzarelli now with the ball for Mount St. Mary. Tomas passes it downfield. All the way to Elijah Dupree. Foul is called on Farmingdale, and Mount St. Mary will be awarded with a free kick. It'll be Ojale Tomas. It's a high cross kick, and it's headed out of bounds by Elijah Dupree. And a substitution's made for Mount St. Mary. It's Jeremy Burgos. Farmingdale with possession. Long pass down the field. Lands out of bounds. And it'll be a Mount St. Mary throw-in. Puglisi with the quick throw into Marco Mazzarelli. And a great slide tackle by Sam Anjo. A nice defensive play by Liam Hughes. Sean Watson, his pass is intercepted. And a great header by Bevavino. Mount St. Mary now with the ball past midfield. Pass down the field, and it will be called an offsides. Farmingdale will be awarded with a free kick. High kick for Farmingdale. Pass down the field to Marco Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli with the pass to Puglisi. A chance to cross. It's a deep cross. And is cleared by Farmingdale. Jose Mejia now for Farmingdale. Jean Mejia, pass down the field to Jose Mejia. Marco Mazzarelli now. Passes it back to Liam Hughes. And Sean Watson now. Mount St. Mary still with possession. And Farmingdale able to get it back. Hernandez clears it to his goalkeeper, Martinez. And here comes Farmingdale. Pass down the field is retrieved by Jean Mejia. Mejia with great position. And a goal for Jean Mejia. Jean Mejia with a spectacular goal for Farmingdale. Substitution is made for Farmingdale. It's Brian Melgar. Score is now 2-6, Farmingdale. Mount St. Mary now looks to take over on offense. It's Bevavino. Tomas with a nice pass down the field. Ball is retrieved by Brian Melgar. Nice play by Anthony Boletto. Pass down the field to Mejia once again. Jean Mejia. Mejia with the pass to Jose Mejia. Jose Mejia with the pass to Christopher Cerna. Long pass down the field. A header by Puglisi. Farmingdale remains with possession. And it's another cross attempt. And that pass is headed by Bevavino. And Mount St. Mary gets possession back. Pass down the field by Puglisi. Is gained by Dupree. Elijah Dupree. Ball is taken away by Omar Hernandez. Farmingdale with the ball in their own back half. Pass to Brian Melgar. And Melgar clears it back to his goalkeeper. And a foul is called. It'll be a Farmingdale free kick. Clears it back to his goalkeeper. And Omar Hernandez now. Pass down the field is intercepted by Burgos. And that ball sails out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in. And we have some substitutions being made. Olven Yanis enters the game for Farmingdale. A nice play by Alvarado. Gets it to Mazzarelli. Ball up in the air. Both teams fighting for it. Burgos ends up with it. Pass down the field is intercepted by Farmingdale, and they clear it back to Martinez. Farmingdale now looking to take over. That ball sails out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick for Mount St. Mary. And the corner kick sails out of bounds. And a substitution's made for Mount St. Mary. Entering the game is Richard Ostendort. Farmingdale with a long pass down the field and a nice defensive play by Liam Hughes. It'll be a throw-in for Farmingdale. Farmingdale gets another throw-in. Pass intercepted by Elijah Dupree. A nice offensive opportunity here for Mount St. Mary. And the shot on goal by Mazzarelli is blocked. A nice defensive play by Farmingdale. Richard Ostendorp will have a corner kick for Mount St. Mary. And it's a high arcing kick. Ball knocked up into the air. And is cleared by Farmingdale. Rob Tanzi. His kick is intercepted. Olven Yanez with the pass to Mejia. Down the field to Ponzar. And a nice defensive play by Rob Tanzi. Gets it back for Mount St. Mary. Tanzi with a long pass across the field to Hughes. Hughes advances it to Sean Watson. Burgos has it taken away. And a nice save by Cesar Martinez. Ball immediately thrown out by Martinez. Burgos' pass is intercepted. Sam Anjo passes out. Brian Melgar. Melgar clears it back to Hernandez, and Hernandez clears it all the way back to Anthony Martinez. Farmingdale still with possession. And a great move by Sebastian Monroy. Mount St. Mary gets it back. Watson with a pass downfield to Ostendorp. And that ball will travel out of bounds. It'll be a corner kick opportunity for Mount St. Mary. High arcing kick from Ostendorp. Off the head of Tanzi. That ball goes out of bounds. It'll be another corner kick from Mount St. Mary.
Inside the box. Marco, get ready.
Ostendorp with another high corner kick. And a great save by Anthony Martinez. Ostendorp with a quick throw into Puglisi. Puglisi with a cross. Retrieved by Mazzarelli. Sean Watson now with the ball. Another high cross received by Dupree. And his shot on goal is saved by Martinez. Farmingdale now with possession. Score still remains 6-2 Farmingdale. A nice play by Burgos. And a nice header by Rob Tanzi. Ball travels out of bounds. And some substitutions will be made for Farmingdale. Entering the game is number 18, Vinny Terone. Number 4, Nick Intrabartolo. A nice move by Mazzarelli, and it's knocked out of bounds by Anthony Boletto. Long pass down the field by Bevavino, and it'll sail out of bounds. And another substitution for Farmingdale. It'll be Bryce Cherry. Anthony Martinez will clear it. Throw in by Farmingdale. Goes to Cherry, who just entered the game. Anjo with the pass. Across. And a great save by Cesar Martinez. Dale Allison has it taken away. And a nice defensive play by Bevavino, and Allison gets it back. Marco Mazzarelli with a nice move. Mazzarelli now looking to advance it. Pass down the field to Austendorp. Austendorp. And a great save by Anthony Martinez. What a save by Anthony Martinez for Farmingdale. And some substitutions will be made for the Knights. It'll be number 7, Ryder Esposito, and number 22, Carson McCure. Pass down the field to Bryce Cherry. Cherry advances it. And shot on goal is blocked by Rob Tanzi. Jeremy Burgos with the ball at midfield. And that ball travels out of bounds. Burgos will throw in to Puglisi. Puglisi with a long pass across the field to Bevavino. Bevavino down the field to Sean Watson. Watson with a pass, and it's intercepted. Burgos gets it right back. And Farmingdale now clears it back to their goalkeeper. A nice pass by Brian Melgar. Martinez will clear it for Farmingdale. Martinez will clear it once again. Farmingdale just making sure Mount St. Mary doesn't have any more offensive opportunities. That ball will sail out of bounds. and some substitutions will be made. Entering the game for Farmingdale is number 16, Dario Layton, and for Mount St. Mary, it's number 14, Ryan Alvarado. Farmingdale with possession. Anjo with the pass. Now St. Mary now looks to take over. Ball is knocked away. Down the field comes Farmingdale. A nice pass. Chasing after it is Boleto. And Cesar Martinez will clear it now for Mount St. Mary. More substitutions made for Farmingdale. It's number 31, Ever Benitez. Puglisi with the pass down the field to McCure. Nice interception by Marco Mazzarelli down the field to Austendorp. And a nice play by Hernandez to clear it. Austendorp gives it to Mazzarelli. Farmingdale, long pass down the field, is retrieved. And a nice defensive play by Ryder Esposito. It'll be a corner kick for Farmingdale. And it's a high arcing kick. Headed up into the air by Dario Layton. And a nice save by Cesar Martinez. 3 minutes remain here in this second half. Vincent Puglisi down the field to Austendorp. And that pass is intercepted by Bryce Cherry. Cherry was knocked down. And Mount St. Mary will now take over. Martinez gets it out to Puglisi. Puglisi passed down the field to Jeremy Burgos. Burgos with a pass, and it's intercepted by Sebastian Monroy. Down the field to Cherry. And a goal, very close to a goal for Bryce Cherry. Just slightly off to the left. And Farmingdale will have a corner kick. Ball will end up with the Knights. Cesar Martinez. Short kick out to Marco Mazzarelli. Mazzarelli, long pass down the field. McCure not able to hold it. Farmingdale now takes possession. And a nice move by Matthew Roche. Down the field to Hernandez. Farmingdale with the pass to Sebastian Monroy. Monroy down the field. And a foul will be called. And Mount St. Mary will run out the clock. And that is the game. Final score 6-2. Farmingdale takes the win. Farmingdale's record goes to 5-2-2. And your Mount St. Mary Knights drop to 3-2-1 on the season. Thank you for joining me and have a great day.